Today, we examine a story that brings together three high-profile figures from vastly different backgrounds, each with their own sphere of influence and unique public persona. This is not just a tale of individuals, but a collision of worlds, politics, media, and the law, unfolding on a truly international stage. On one side stand Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, and his wife, Brigitte Macron, the first lady. As leaders of a major nation, they are no strangers to scrutiny, their every move analyzed by the press and public alike. The Macrons have long been symbols of modern French leadership, navigating both political challenges and the relentless attention that comes with their roles. Their partnership, often in the public eye, has been the subject of fascination and, at times, controversy. On the other side is Candace Owens, a prominent American commentator and activist. Known for her outspoken views and her ability to spark debate, Owens commands a massive online following. Her influence extends far beyond traditional media, reaching millions through social platforms where her provocative takes often go viral. She is a figure who thrives on controversy, unafraid to challenge powerful institutions or individuals. Now, these three individuals find themselves entangled in a high-stakes legal conflict that has captured international attention. What began as a war of words has escalated into a courtroom battle, with reputations and principles on the line. In a move that surprised many, the Macrons have taken the extraordinary step of suing Owens in an American court. This decision to cross international boundaries highlights the seriousness of the allegations and the global implications of the case. It's a rare instance where the private lives of world leaders intersect so directly with the American legal system. The conflict was sparked by deeply personal and controversial allegations made by Owens about Brigitte Macron's past and identity. These claims, rapidly amplified by social media, have not only affected the Macrons personally, but have also ignited debates about privacy, truth, and the responsibilities of public figures in the digital age. The lawsuit, officially filed in July 2025, raises urgent and complex questions. Where is the line between free speech and defamation? How much power does the media wield in shaping public perception, and what protections exist for those targeted by viral rumors? In an era where information spreads instantly, the stakes for personal reputation have never been higher. As this unprecedented legal battle unfolds, the world is watching closely. The outcome could set new precedents for international law, media accountability, and the rights of individuals in the digital age. What happens next may shape the future of public discourse for years to come. The heart of the lawsuit is the explosive claims Candace Owens made about Brigitte Macron. Owens alleged Brigitte was not born a woman but had transitioned and stolen another's identity, presenting this as fact, not rumor. She escalated, suggesting the Macrons were blood relatives and their marriage incestuous. Owens even tied Emmanuel Macron's rise to a CIA mind control plot and accused the couple of crimes like forgery and fraud. These weren't offhand remarks. Owens repeated them, framed herself as an investigator, and presented her narrative as a major exposé. For her audience, these were shocking revelations about France's first couple. The allegations quickly became a sustained campaign, not just a passing controversy. The Macrons decided to fight back. Owens used her massive online reach to amplify her claims. She posted videos, messages, and content across platforms, creating a viral ripple effect. To add credibility, she launched an 8-part podcast series, Becoming Brigitte, diving deep into her theories. The podcast format made her allegations seem like a serious investigation. Owens also sold merchandise tied to the conspiracy, profiting from the controversy. The Macrons' lawsuit highlighted this, arguing her campaign was about profit as much as publicity. The story exploded from fringe forums to mainstream headlines, impossible for the Macrons to ignore. Relentless promotion forced them to seek legal help. For the Macrons, this was more than a political headache. It was deeply personal. The relentless scrutiny and the barrage of rumors didn't just threaten their public image, it struck at the heart of their private lives. Every headline, every whisper on social media became a source of anxiety, not just for them, but for their family and close friends. The sense of being under siege was constant, and the emotional weight of the situation was impossible to ignore. The lawsuit describes the campaign as causing global humiliation and relentless bullying. The Macrons found themselves at the center of a storm that spanned continents, with their names and faces splashed across news outlets and social media feeds worldwide. The scale of the harassment was unprecedented, and the couple felt exposed and vulnerable in ways they had never experienced before. President Macron has spoken about the emotional toll of such attacks, saying false stories disrupt even private life. He has admitted that the constant barrage of misinformation made it difficult to focus on his responsibilities as a leader, and even more challenging to find peace at home. The attacks blurred the line between his public role and his personal sanctuary, leaving him and his wife feeling constantly on edge. The Macrons argue the claims damaged their reputations and forced them to fight to protect their names. They believe that standing up to these falsehoods is not just about their own dignity, but about setting a precedent for all public figures who face similar attacks. Their determination to clear their names became a matter of principle, not just personal pride. As public figures, their credibility is crucial, and the barrage of falsehoods diverted their attention from their duties. The constant need to address rumors and defend themselves took time and energy away from the important work of governing. It also created an atmosphere of distrust and distraction within their team, making it harder to focus on the issues that truly matter to the country. They saw Owens's campaign as deliberate harassment for profit and attention. To the Macrons, this was not just a case of free speech gone too far, it was a calculated effort to damage their standing for personal gain. The couple felt targeted by a powerful media machine that seemed to thrive on controversy and outrage, regardless of the truth. After repeated attempts to stop the spread failed, the lawsuit became their last resort. They had tried to address the issue privately, reaching out to platforms and individuals to correct the record, but their efforts were met with resistance or indifference. Legal action, though daunting, was the only way left to seek justice and accountability. The case is about drawing a line against personal attacks based on falsehoods. It's a stand against the normalization of online harassment and the spread of damaging rumors. The Macrons hope their fight will inspire others to defend their own reputations and demand higher standards of truth in public discourse. Even world leaders are not immune to the harm of repeated lies. The experience has shown that no one, regardless of status or power, is safe from the reach of misinformation. The psychological and professional consequences can be profound, affecting not just individuals, but the institutions they represent. The Macrons' legal action is a stand for their dignity. It is also a message to the world that truth matters and that even in the face of overwhelming adversity, it is worth fighting for. Before suing, the Macrons tried to resolve things privately. They sent 3 formal retraction demands to Owens, starting in December 2024, providing evidence to disprove her claims. The goal: give Owens a chance to correct the record and avoid a public court battle. Owens ignored or mocked these demands, using them as content for her show and doubling down on her statements. Her refusal to retract made it clear legal action was the only option left. The final demand came in July 2025. When ignored, the Macrons filed suit. This sequence shows the lawsuit was a last resort, not a rash move. The Macrons followed a clear legal process before escalating. Their patience ran out only after every other avenue failed. On July 23, 2025, the Macrons took an unprecedented legal step, filing a sweeping 22-count lawsuit in Delaware against Candace Owens and her affiliated businesses. The lawsuit, meticulously prepared and filed in the heart of America's corporate legal system, immediately drew international attention. The Macrons' legal team alleges a broad pattern of misconduct, with each count representing a specific instance where they believe their reputations were harmed. The claims include defamation, false light, and defamation by implication, each a serious charge in its own right. The Macrons are not just seeking compensation for damages, but are also pursuing punitive damages, aiming to send a strong message about the consequences of spreading falsehoods. It's exceptionally rare for a sitting foreign leader, especially one as prominent as the President of France, to sue a U.S. citizen in an American court. This move underscores the gravity of the situation and the seriousness with which the Macrons view the alleged attacks on their character. The case has quickly become a focal point for legal experts and the media on both sides of the Atlantic. To handle the case, the Macrons retained Claire Locke, a law firm renowned for its expertise in high-stakes defamation cases. This choice signals their determination to pursue justice and protect their reputations at the highest level. Delaware was chosen as the venue because Owens's businesses are registered there, making it the appropriate jurisdiction for the lawsuit. Delaware's courts are also known for their experience in handling complex corporate and civil litigation. In a highly unusual move, the Macrons have indicated their willingness to appear in court themselves. For a sitting president and first lady to take the witness stand is almost unheard of, highlighting just how personal and important this case is to them. As public figures, the Macrons face a high legal bar. They must prove that Owens acted with actual malice. That is, she either knew her statements were false or acted with reckless disregard for the truth. This standard, established by U.S. Supreme Court precedent, is designed to protect free speech while still allowing recourse for those who are truly wronged. The Macrons' lawyers argue that Owens's refusal to retract her statements, even after being presented with evidence contradicting her claims, is clear evidence of malice. They contend that this persistent denial demonstrates a willful intent to harm. Legal analysts are already comparing this lawsuit to other landmark defamation cases involving public figures and media personalities. The case has sparked debates about the limits of free speech, the responsibilities of public commentators, and the rights of individuals to defend their reputations. The outcome of this case could set a powerful precedent for future media lawsuits, potentially reshaping the legal landscape for years to come. Owens and her team frame the lawsuit as an attack on free speech. They argue it's an attempt by a foreign government to silence an American journalist. Owens calls the suit a desperate PR move and vows not to back down, using the lawsuit as content for her show. Her legal team claims the suit is retaliation for being denied an interview with Brigitte Macron. By casting herself as a journalist under attack, Owens seeks public sympathy and support. The case pits the right to protect reputation against the right to free expression. The Macrons argue free speech doesn't protect malicious lies for profit. The court must decide where to draw the line. This case highlights a troubling trend: conspiracy theories targeting powerful women, often with misogynistic undertones. Similar tactics have been used against figures like Michelle Obama and Kamala Harris. Sensational, emotionally charged content spreads rapidly online, amplified by algorithms and influencers. Owens's large following made her a super spreader of misinformation, launching fringe rumors into the mainstream. The harm is real: humiliation, bullying, and emotional distress for those targeted. Beyond individuals, such stories erode public trust and blur the line between fact and fiction. In the digital age, falsehoods can circle the globe instantly and are nearly impossible to erase. Even a legal victory may not undo the damage. The case is a test of how society balances free speech with accountability for harm. This legal battle offers lessons for us all. It underscores the importance of truth and the need to question what we see and share online. False information treated as fact can have devastating real-world consequences. The case also reminds us of the need for basic respect, even in political debate. Attacking someone's identity with lies crosses a line. Public figures are still human, deserving of dignity. Those with large platforms have a responsibility to be truthful. The lawsuit tests whether powerful voices can be held accountable for causing harm. Ultimately, this is about navigating a world of misinformation and balancing free speech with the need to prevent real damage. Whatever the verdict, the story challenges us to be more critical, respectful, and aware of our words' impact.